All right, that's a quick video intro here. I'm doing a lowered front end on this using 2 mini bungee cords, just to see if we get a little snappier steering, etc., etc. So we'll see. Still has a lot of wheel travel, so it should be okay. But you never know until you try it. Okay. Alrighty. Everybody seems to turn a little bit, a little more authority, that's for sure. I'd say it kind of does better, anecdotally speaking. Definitely turns in quicker. Less wobbliness too, coming off a wheelie and hitting the brakes hard. Oh, shit. Yeah, definitely it's hitting the corners. When you turn it, it turns now. And it actually turns into the turn instead of swinging wide. And you can accelerate it a little bit through a turn now, whereas before you had to glide through it because any upward or forward acceleration would cause even more lightening in the front tire. So just wash the front end out a little bit. This definitely has perked up the steering. Yeah, it's like way snappier. Yeah, it's definitely more or less wallowing when you hit the brakes hard now. So that's a big improvement. direction than I did just then. Mental note to oneself. Yeah, this is a little sketchy. Can't quite see where I'm aimed at. Get a couple of those. I'll show a picture here or another video montage or whatever of close-up of everything and showing the suspension travel. I'll compress it by hand to show you the difference. I'll also do a before and after view so you can see what the difference between the stock Supermoto version of the fork setup. You see the height difference. It's dang good. I like it. Yeah. That's way better. Still wheelies forever. Wheelie! Wheelie! Had to stop. Could have kept wheeling. Well, there's only so much room in this parking lot, so take what I can get. Could have done more too. Just trying not to hit the curbs. The other thing I did too was I added the that extra steel band they use for the servo saver tensioner for the steering. Added the second one to it instead of replacing, or they just recommend that it's a way to stiffen up the response since we're not doing major jumps and dirt stuff. It's safe for the servo to have that extra tension on there. It keeps the steering a little more precise, less sloppy. So that's the other thing I would definitely suggest doing if you got a Supermoto version is put that secondary steel band on the steering servo saver. It definitely tightens up the steering. Now it's the only other thing I wasn't sure about with this particular setup is how far over it leans. See if I can change the MS6X rate and bring it up almost to the full. See what that does. What's that do? Okay, let's try all the way off. I think it's like almost nothing. So you can flop over a little easier and wheelie easier. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. This is actually almost stock, so I'm going to lower a little more. This is about 1/4 of a turn on the MS6X control adjustment knob. From that been in front of the dang camera this whole time. Oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, it seems to allow it maybe to turn a little easier or sharper, maybe. Yeah. So for now, I'm going to keep it at about a quarter of the way up on the MS6X controller trim knob. That seems to be pretty good. Ooh, I'm going to turn it all the way off, see what happens. Okay, actually, the more MS or less in that direction counterclockwise, the more stable it will make it. When you turn that to the clockwise, the less stable it will make it. Yeah, that turns much quicker, sharper, but still wheelies under control. Yeah, that's much sharper. And you can still wheelie out of the turn. Oh yeah, look at that one. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going to have to raise those arms up too. I noticed I also have a multi-pack of arm replacements of different length arms. So I may end up eventually getting a pack of those. Have a shorter arm on here so it leans a little further without scraping the wheels. Like to get good enough to a point where I wouldn't necessarily need the training wheel thingies or the outriggers. Men call them outriggers. Other people can call them training wheels. I can definitely get his arms raised up as far as I can get them raised up when I get back in the house. This thing can lean a lot farther. Now that it's got, oh, we're about dead on battery. Get over here. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Can we get one? Oh yeah, one more time up. That's it. Anyways, yeah, that, trying to get in a little closer here. These work really, really good. I'm trying to come up with a better system. This is just temporary. I wanted to see, you know, if it actually, translated into, real world improvement. And it did. So I'm happy with it. When it's in supermoto mode, or for, you know, parking lot stuff and light dirt, I'm gonna have it like that. I'm gonna get some more permanent straps so it's not, you know, kludgy looking. And you know, take it from there. It did much better on the steering. When you do a wheelie and kind of slam the front end down and have to hit the brakes really hard, like full brakes, you know, so you don't smash into the curb. In the previous video, you'd see it wobble hard. With it set up like this, there's almost no wobble at all when you hit the brakes hard after a wheelie. So that's a huge improvement. Yeah. Strap your front end down. Losi Promoto Losi Promoto Supermoto version. Or if you convert your MX to you know, get the different wheels so you can do pavement stuff without tearing up your knobbies. Strap that front end down about 1 inch. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Kind of excited. This was kind of if those other vehicles hadn't been parked over there, and those two there, I'd have been tearing it up in my usual spot. It's a little bit bigger, even with the islands. There's more variety. I didn't feel comfortable with swinging it around through there at any kind of speed because I don't have that skill or depth of perception built in yet. And I would have smacked into a curb hard. So I just took it, putted it through once. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. If I was up higher, like 6 foot, you know, on a stand, so I could see everything. But from here, I can just barely see. You know, everything's all compressed from the perspective. Foreshortened. All right, well, turned out to be a beautiful day to bring the machine out. The last view up there at the sky. Oh yeah, nice beautiful sky. A little bird or big raven. Well, mid-sized raven is Oregon, so they're not huge ravens, but they're good size. Alaska's got some biggins. We all like biggins.